Today, I think we have a pretty important topic, and one people ask quite often when getting started in web development is, how do I know what to study? How do I know what to learn in my off hours? If you're a developer and maybe you're looking to get a bump in pay, how do you know what is in demand? And to me, the simplest answer is to just look at the jobs on the market and see what skills you're lacking. Because if you're studying something, you probably have a few, and the next thing you need to do is make sure you have the rest. And the easiest thing is exactly what I'm doing here. You'll see I typed in, depending on what you're looking for, I encourage everybody not to just be a front-end or a back-end developer, but to be a full-stack developer. That's what I strive to be, and that's what I am, and I'm trying to be a better one. So I encourage you to do the same. But if you're looking for UI UX, you're looking for maybe project management, you're looking for just front end, just back end, whatever it is, you can apply the same strategies that I did here. So you see here, I plan to work in the entire United States. I don't care what part of the US. If you want to pay me well in Alaska, I happen to like snow, I will be there. And I'm applying that same thought process to, but if you just want to work in Southern California, then it's going to be a little different, right? Because there are technologies that are out there that are kind of float around, but for the most part, it's pretty much the same. Let's go ahead and pop up a couple of these. We're just going to pop up the first 5 and see if we see any similarities here. And I haven't ordered these in any specific way. Actually, we'll close that one. That's the same company. And cool. So here we have 5 job apps, and right now I'm trying to make sure that I've always said at 1 year at your job, you need to evaluate what your worth is and how to increase that worth. Because if you want to get to that $150,000 salary after 5, 6, 7 years, it's going to be up to you to make sure that you're worth it. Yeah, you're going to get a raises just by being a developer, but you need to make sure that you're in demand. So what is this first job? Full stack developer, Angular. Okay. TypeScript, Node.js. So I'm working on all of this. And I do have a little bit of Node, but I don't have any TypeScript. So, okay, TypeScript is good. I see Angular, and this is probably talking about Angular 2. Unless you see Angular.js, it's probably talking about Angular 2. But if you are confused, if you don't have these things, and I encourage, if you want to just take one day and put a list and put a little check mark next to all of them, see what is the most important, and go from there. And also make a separate list of preferred items that say preferred, because the preferred stuff is really what gets you kicked to the next level. So, okay, we saw some Angular, some TypeScript, some Node. Next step. Let's open this bad boy up. Testing. If you're not familiar with testing, that's another good one. CSS, JavaScript, jQuery, REST API. This is actually this one doesn't go too much into details. All this sort of stuff. It's just saying, hey, we just want you to be a good developer. Modern Perl, Catalyst, MVC framework. So this is something I have nothing in. And from looking at this seems to be pretty specific to this job, because I've looked at several of these in the past few days. But one thing that I have been seeing increase is Python and Go. And so that's on my radar, specifically Go, because that's Google's programming language. But you'll see here HTML, CSS, JavaScript, jQuery, Ajax, AngularJS, Bootstrap, CSS. So if you're not already studying those should be the first thing you should be studying. And then we see React on here as well. So, okay, React is a good one. And you'll see it's mentioned again here. Some SQL stuff, but you can probably go aside. Just start highlighting these words on your list. And say, okay, this is making sense now. And you go one more. Full stack mean developer, Angular again, Node again, React again, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, of course. This one happens to be MongoDB. You'll start seeing Agile and Jira and Git and GitHub, Jasmine. All these things are very important. And those are the sort of soft skills that you can really get from a weekend or 2 weekends, just by you can put it on your resume and then maybe go get a certificate for $100 in it. Things like that will really help you go far. But do you guys kind of see how this was not a very good one? This one talks about Docker and API, Agile again. You'll see Agile a lot. But you can kind of go down the line and see piece by piece what is what is on the resumes for the job that you're looking for. So when I go and I study, it's not something random. I don't just decide, hey, you know what? I want to study Vue.js. Now, Vue.js is growing, but did we see any Vue.js jobs? Did we see anybody paying money for Vue.js? Does that mean that you can't get a job in Vue? No, it doesn't. But if we went through here, what are we probably going to see? We're probably going to see Node, probably going to see Angular. And from those skills that seem to be emphasized, we are going to be seeing many more that align with it, like TypeScript. You say, you know what, Angular, React, all these JavaScript frameworks, TypeScript is probably something that I should have on my resume that'd go along well with it. But this is how I choose what I study in my off hours, and I encourage you to do the same. Don't be spending your time studying random things. Study things that are actually going to help progress your career, make you a better developer, and get you to where you want to go. So this isn't the only way of learning. Obviously, you can kind of, based off of what your stack is that you're currently working with, you may want to go in one direction or the other. But I think this is probably a pretty solid way if you really don't know the market as well as you should. Just kind of see what's actually out there. What are they paying? What are they expecting? And where can I, so that when I look at these, right? For me, say I'm looking to get hired, where is my number one gap in my resume that's going to screw me over from getting this potential job? And that's the one I work on first. Any ones that I work on at work? Nope, we already got those. Any that aren't on all of them, or that aren't core ones, like little things like maybe Webpack is like something small that you might see on stuff. Yeah, they won't worry about that one. But the types of things that will make sure that you don't have that you don't qualify, right? Like Go, or Angular 2, or React, things that the big ones. That's what you need to take away from this. And once you get a couple projects in that, and you're worried on that, those are the jobs you need to go after. But that's how I choose what to study. As always, I appreciate you guys watching the video. And for the keyword for the giveaway, because this will be on a Friday video, and every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, for the time being, we give away a free course. Thank you to our sponsor, Angular-University.io. So if you want to compete for that, like the video, comment on the video with the word study, and let me know what you're studying. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to join our Facebook group, Code Tech and Caffeine, and support me at patreon.com/codingtutorials360. I'll see you next time. Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. Special thanks to our sponsors, Dev Mountain. If you're looking for a coding bootcamp where tuition and housing is included, definitely check them out. Appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next video.